Hello and welcome to this pick a card reading for the new moon in Virgo. This is actually one of two new moons in Virgo that we're going to have. The first being now, August 23rd, and then the second will come on September 21st. Please bear in mind, if you are watching me from elsewhere in the world, I'm talking UK times. But if you are elsewhere, then hi, thanks for being here. The energies that are on offer to us under this new moon will only be part of the story. It is two-part. So we are really planting seeds here, as we do on new moons anyway, but it's far too early to understand at all what those seeds may bloom into. We are really, really in the creative, dark retreat space with this lunation. And this lunation is really encouraging us to plant seeds that we are going to be tending to day to day. This is very in keeping with Virgo's earthly energy and this like slow building of something that we want to achieve or approach in our life. What are you choosing? What is it that requires you to have this like slow methodical planning that you are going to pour your love into because you want to see it grow? This is the point of this new moon. In this new moon reading, the cards are going to be to help you see where you need to tend to, or give you advice and guidance if you already know what you need to tend to, but just want some extra advice from me along the way. There are 3 piles, 1, 2, and 3. Pause the video, pick the one that you are the most drawn to. It's either that you can pick from the 3 different decks that we have, or there are 3 crystals on top that might draw you in. We have labradorite here, moss agate, and then black moonstone. You are your best guide, so the one that stands out to you the most is the one for you. You can then skip ahead to the timestamp in the description box below that will take you to your reading. All of my details are down there too if you would like to reach out for a personalised in-depth reading. Because this is a collective reading, this does speak to multiples instead of just you specifically, so not everything may completely resonate. That is the nature of these readings, so please be discerning when you listen to this pick a card reading and any pick a card readings, as they are collective advice. But if you would like something that is aimed directly at you, connected completely to you, your soul, your heart, please reach out. I would love to do that for you. I can do online or in-person sessions. I also offer intuitive energy healing and spiritual mentorship. Website and all that jazz, socials is in that box, so you can have a look. If you'd like to reach out for a more simplified personal reading, there is an offering. There's an Amazon wish list down there, a card wish list, where you can purchase me a deck, which for one I will then use in future readings, but it means that you then get a free reading with me. So these are to reflect the card deck, so you will always be getting your money's worth, but can sometimes be cheaper than a personalised reading because there's a range of priced decks on there. Just purchase one, it comes to me, pop me an email, details in the description box below, as I've said multiple times, and then I will be able to get in contact with you to arrange how to send you your personalised reading. Right, look at that, with all that planning, methodicalness of that Virgo energy already coming in. I'm going to go now. I will see you in your reading. Pile 1, welcome to your reading. If you picked this beautiful bit of labradorite and the tarot of the Witch's Garden, this is your reading, and let's see what cards want to come forward for you in regards to this new moon in Virgo. For my pile 1s, please. Ooh. What wants to come forwards for pile 1? That one has flown far too far across the floor. We're not getting there. Okay, I was going to say one more. It will have to be 2, and it will have to fit. So, the first card we have here is the Hanged Woman for you in the reverse. So we're starting off with Major Arcana, so we've instantly got a bit of a hit of something more major occurring for you under this lunation. And the Hanged Man, or the Hanged Woman in this case, is a card about self-sabotage. So it's something in regards to where you are stubbornly holding on to something that isn't meant for you, is not good for you, is not serving you. It's something that is there for keeping you trapped, keeping your flow unflowy, for want of a better term. We actually love the Hanged Woman in the right way up because it's about new perspective. So there's some sort of block here where you are self-sabotaging yourself from allowing whatever it is that needs to come through to come through. But I am noticing with this, there's this like with this tree that she is hanging from, where it's this way up, it very much looks like this root system, and her hair touching this water, so touching the divine. So there is showing here that you have this through line from like the higher chakras to the lower on offer to you. It is just about breaking through this wall that you have there, this stubbornness, this something you are holding on to that is just preventing you from essentially this journey over to here, this High Priestess. And we have the Five of Wands, and Wands is the fire element, and the fire element is our passions, it's our drive, it's that active push that we can put out into the world, how we push to succeed. And this can talk about conflict and competition. So there could be some fears here in regards to this, like keeping yourself here blocked because you actually fear what you have to do to, or what will occur when you do fully connect. But this can also talk of a dynamic energy. So it's using whatever this competitiveness is, or this competition element that's coming through. It's using it appropriately. It's using it so that you can build, and so you're not going to burn others down as you try to build. So there's this like this competitive nature that we're seeing here with these birdies trying to get their worms, trying to get fed, and risking their little feathers with the flames around them, when there's something to be said about teamwork there, where they could put themselves less at risk if they work together, knowing there is enough for all, and not to tread on others or attack others just to try and get to the top. So with this rivalry element coming through here strongly, really feeling that like aggression that can come with competitive nature. And it's how society unfortunately has in ways like designed us. We are pitted against each other, and we are told that that is the way you have to, like, you put, you are against that person, they are your competitor, there's no space for all of us. But that's simply not true. There truly is space for us all. So I think a remembrance of that this season. And Virgo is about this reverence to mind, body and spirit. And when we're really in flow with that triangle of mind, body, spirit, we really allow this to flow, we can really see the clarity that is, we do not need to fight to get to the top. We are destined to get to the top of the ladder. We are destined for, there is a throne for us all. But when you're competing, you're drawing others away sometimes from the throne that they are meant to be on, which is not pleasant, not great karma. But you're also taking yourself away from yours. It's like you're almost fighting to get to a throne that your butt doesn't fit on. We want to get to our own throne where our butt fits nice and snug and comfy. And one of the things that will help you this month, there's got to be some Freudian slip and some meaning in that, this month even, is the Page of Cups here. The Page of Cups is a beautiful dreamer energy. It is creative, it is joyous, like a joyful, open, beautiful, sensitive heart. It is a level of a motivation that comes through, but from this water space, from this dreamer energy. Really, really heart-led. The cups are heart-based, heart-led. And so we've got fire here and fire here. And this element here, we'll get to it, but like the water's really going to help. Coming from the heart space helps. And when we really are truly led by our heart, we are led with that beautiful energy for ourselves, but it also then taps into this connectivity to others. Just being drawn here to this hawthorn that I've placed here, which is for the heart. This is a beautiful blend that a friend has made. I will pop that into the description box below, as she makes beautiful things, and hawthorn is of the heart. So hawthorn could be something you could potentially work with to really assist in tending to yourself, tend to your heart space. I think something like this would really help you this month with getting your hanged woman the right way up. Because here we have the Eight of Wands, but we have it in the reverse. And this is a card that is all about instability. It's about delays. It is a card about your energy being unfocused, and with that, it can potentially burn you out. And I'm really, really noticing the fact with this woman, with this figure here, and this around, it's like if you were to keep rising up in this energy, with this competitive against each other energy, if that is your driving force, if we don't tap back into the heart space, then it's going to affect the speed of which we can push forwards. So with this card coming after, and the fact it is about delays, it's because this is the part that needs the focus. This alignment is really, really like in key. And then the delays will be very divinely guided, because if we're pushing forwards with aggression just to get to that top, just to get to that throne, like I said, you're going to end up at the wrong throne anyway. So you'll move forward with haste. Wonderful, great. You get to the top quicker, but you're not where you're supposed to be. So that top isn't really going to suit you or fit you or like feed into your heart space. You'll get there, but at what cost? Is it worth it? Is it worth the people you may lose along the way, or the opportunities, or just the experience of the journey? There's something about slowing down here, slowing down and really tapping into your heart, really getting into this block with the Hanged Woman in reverse, really seeing where you're setting yourself back, because otherwise you're only potentially moving forwards in the wrong direction. And then the card here, the High Priestess. She is, once again, Major Arcana. So you've got this bookmark of Major Arcana, and she is completely and utterly in touch with spirit. She is the dreamer, the magnificent dreamer. So this is where you're bringing it through into your heart space, this imaginative dreamer where you're really connecting into that flow. And then she's tapped in. She has those psychic insights with ease. She has that intuition. She's highly spiritual and highly connected. But potentially, sometimes the High Priestess can be called cold-hearted. It can be cold because of this intuitive link. She's so in tune. It's the Empress that brings in that lovey, feely heart space. So there is something here about really watching how you're pushing forwards and how it may potentially make you cold, what you could lose. It shouldn't be a fight to the top. We don't need to fight against others to claim our space. And that's very much an important thing here. So with this in regards to this new moon in Virgo, where we are planting seeds for the month ahead, where we are wanting to see where this month takes us, where we need to tend to ourselves. This is your tending. Your tending is very much to yourself, how you're sabotaging yourself, and how you are potentially sabotaging others. to feed yourself, to feed your goals, to get to the top? How is it blocking you? How is it blocking your true heart? How is it actually in some ways blocking your potential? Because yes, we want to be intuitive. The High Priestess is amazing. Absolutely love the High Priestess. But like the Spirit is really saying, like downloading to me the message, we want High Priestess, but with all the heart. And that's the work. It's like working on this intuitive link and getting this link in, but ensuring the heart comes with it, so she's not just cold. Getting this linkage in place, this through line. And aside from Hawthorn, I would also recommend working with Mugwort. Mugwort is deeply rooted into the earth, and she is divinely connected to the beyond. And so she is a great plant ally to use to connect the through line for you. So Mugwort for the connective purposes there, and then Hawthorn to really activate the heart is something that I suggest. Right, let's see what other cards for the month ahead. For my pile ones, Virgo new moon, please calm. Repair. And freedom. Oh, look at the little mugwort coming out. I love that. I love it when you say it. This is one of my favourite things in card readings, is when you say something and then it comes out. It gives me such a little happy joy moment. So the first card we have here is chamomile. These are also things you can use, chamomile, comfrey. Like these both actually very much work in regards to that calming energy as well. So chamomile calm, it's really bringing in that recentering, tapping back into the heart space. Chamomile is regularly used as a calming tea, as a nighttime tea. Mugwort is also used sometimes as a nighttime tea in regards to the dreaming aspect, but the word here is freedom. So this is that moment. It's like taking this time to reassess, to bring a level of calm, like to stop that pushy, hasty, aggressive energy and really come back to self. Calm your nervous system, calm your thinking, calm that push, calm that charging forwards on that like absolute like desperate need to climb to the top. We don't need it. It's not serving you. It will only come back to bite you in the butt. And then we have the comfrey with repair. And this level of repair, I feel like, is in regards to this block, this wall, this stubbornness that's holding you back, in regards to tapping into your heart space. So repair anything that may have become damaged along the way, if this stuff's already been occurring, like damaged relationships, or fixing your schedule, fixing your relationship to self, and the way in which you're willing to build and push and put the effort in a really heart-led way. But the repair is coming in because we want to ensure that we fix everything and get back into a completely organic dream, a flow state, heart-led space, to be offered this freedom, so that we can continue our journey correctly. So that, as in, and correctly, I mean, on the right path, climbing that hill or that mountain to the throne that's actually meant for you. The one that has that, like I said, that butt cushion. It's just going to hold you. Because right now, this block is preventing that. It's not going to take you where you actually desire to be, truly at your heart, truly with your soul. Or it will be very lonely when you get to the top. And this is why you hear like CEOs and people in those sorts of positions tend to have more like psychopath tendencies. And there's been like research, or at least the words, stuff about this in regards to that, like the CEOs that can really be at the top because they don't have that heart space there to care about how other people are affected with them getting to that power position. And I'm not saying you're a psychopath, but it comes into that, the people you damage along the way, the things that you like that happen in that push for you to get there. There's so much loss. And if you're here listening to a pick a card reading, chances are you don't want that loss to occur. Sage, harmony, acceptance, and patience. So this is Lee accepting where you are. This card here. Getting in tune, getting in flow with your truth, and the patience element of this, like the biggest thing, I just had a hand come forward in my mind's eye. Stop pushing for something that is not completely aligned to you. It's the same thing coming through again. Let's use, what deck do I want to use? Sorry, I didn't pick decks prior. I have my box next to me and I'm like, which ones? Okay, so we have empathic starseed, energetic sovereignty, absorbing what's not yours. I just don't know how many times to say the same thing again. This is really a month about tuning into and tending your heart space, your soul space, to ensure that you are very, very divinely guided by spirit, by yourself, so that the path you're walking is yours. You're stripping back this competitive nature, this push to the top, because what you're actually taking through that onward looking at other people and other things that people may be achieving, what you're doing is you're like tapping in, because you are empathic, an empathic starseed. You're tapping into their energy streams and thinking it's yours, and then it's getting all meshed up. So energetic sovereignty, tapping back into your space. I'd really recommend with this meditation, but also if you find you're someone, it depends how this plays out for you, but if you find you're someone, as we all are these days, on social media a lot and looking at what other people are achieving, and that's where the competitive nature part is coming in, or maybe it's in your friend circle or community circle, I would actually take a step back. And this is not to say you have to be completely solitary. It's just minimizing time so that you can really get into alignment with your own space, and then you can move forwards again, so that then you have that energetic sovereignty, you have that protective boundary up, so you completely and utterly know what is yours to push forwards with. And then we have lost lands, soul memories and gifts. You've done this before, so really tapping into what is yours. This dreamer, this little heart, nymphy dreamer that is looking at this fish that's jumping out of their cup with like wonder and joy. What brings you that childlike wonder? This is tapping back into soul memories and gifts, into the lost lands of times before for you. You've reincarnated here for a reason and a purpose. So tapping back into that portal at your heart will take you to where you are supposed to be. It will really help push you forwards in the most divinely guided way at this time. Let's see. Any tools or further advice and guidance and clarity for my pile ones, please, Spirit? We will grab that one off the floor, but I also want another one. So one more, please. That one. That little jumper. Buds. new beginnings and expansion. So this truly is, I mean, new moon, new beginning. It's the whole vibe, full stop. But that's really saying this new beginning is how you will expand and how you will truly wake up this little eye that is waking here. So this is really tapping into that soul space so that you can start pushing forwards in a completely and utterly organic way. And then the walking staff, support and encouragement. And I just heard very clearly from Spirit that this needs to be addressed in regards to the energetic sovereignty, so that this path up here is in complete alignment, that pathway to the top for you. This doesn't mean that you can't get support and encouragement. I think it's just being wary of where that support and encouragement comes through. We're really, really tapping into that heart space for you and then pushing forwards. This is not to say you can't get support and encouragement either from friends or therapists or healers or whatever it may be. Absolutely, it's really ensuring the right ones are going to guide you. I've just noticed this little plant wrapping around there, and it's reminding me of the trees that were wrapping around her feet in the Hanged Woman. And I think it's just ensuring you have got threads, you have got these vines that are wrapping themselves around to support you and hold you steady, as opposed to restrict you. So there is an alignment aspect here. And when the walking staff comes out, I also potentially recommend that you go on a pilgrimage, go on a walk, spend that time in nature. But if you have the time and space to go on a pilgrimage, then I thoroughly recommend. We will end with this. So this is your first card. In the place close to home, there were wings of gold. Take flight and soar. So I've picked this because of that, this deck being the place close to home. So that element of that heart space for you, we're really ensuring, like, it's almost as if, so these wings, I'm just noticing here, they've got this gold tinge from the flame around them. And you're really wanting to build up this wings of gold element for yourself to ensure that you are flying in sovereignty and in complete alignment to yourself. And then we have, in a place close to home, there was a messenger. Listen to your dreams. So that's this intuitive aspect, the High Priestess. Listen to the messages that come through. Listen to messages that come from you, yourself, your soul space, that guidance that can come from you and you only to guide you forwards, and getting rid of the noise and ensuring that you are walking a really aligned path. And a really kind path, aligned and kind. One last card for my pile ones. The Void. Ego shattering soul fragments and emptying. So this journey, this tapping into the heart space, is an element of needing to go into that voidy space, that shadow space. There's something in your ego that needs to shatter, the ego that is pushing that competitiveness. That is fragmenting your soul, and we need to empty this and get back into alignment this month. This is the garden that you need to tend to. Right, I will leave it there for you, pile ones. I hope that this helped. If you would like a more in-depth personalised reading aimed directly at you, please reach out. Description box has all of my details, and I wish you a glorious new moon. Pile 2, welcome to your reading. And if you picked the moss agate crystal or the stained glass tarot, this is your reading. So let's see what the Virgo new moon wants to say to you. What advice, guidance, clarity in regards to this tending wants wants to come forwards for you. One more card. Okay, so the first card that we have here is the Seven of Pentacles, and this is a card that's talking about long-term investment. It is talking about the fruits of your labor, for how you have the hard work that you have put in. So we get to the sevens because you've planted seeds. You have also tended to the soil, planted the seeds, looked after them, tended to them, and then this person is going around getting the fruits of their labor. They are taking from which they have put effort into. But it's also a card that indicates about keep on going. So there is this bit here in regards to how the journey you've come so far and what it's offering you so far, and using that, what you have got, as that push forwards to keep on going, because of look and see, look to see what already your hard work and dedication has given you, and then what it can push you onwards to get. And interestingly, we have the 7 and the 8 of Pentacles. So King of Wands in between, and the King of Wands is a card about it's fire, the king on his throne in his power, in the upright all power stance, in fact. And this is a leader. The King of Wands is a leader. They can be an entrepreneur. That is the person in that level of, they're the ones that control other people or tell other people what to do in a nice way. Always be nice. We don't need to be a horrible boss. But it's in regards to that success, that confidence, that charisma and charm that comes through with fire, with passion. And the fact that we have this fruits of the labor, long-term investment, this hard work, then the other side of this bookmarked with the 8 of Pentacles, which is a card about putting in more work. It is a card about mastering your skills. It is a card about dedication to your craft, putting in that time, effort, having that patience and determination to keep on going. And the fact that we have it surrounding this King of Wands is very much this leader position that you're already in, or that you crave, and the work that it takes to get there. And we have all masculine here. All this, this is feminine. I'm talking about the figures that I'm seeing within the cards. And then here we have this Empress. And the Empress is the divine feminine. She is fertile. She is creative. She is the goddess. She is sensual, nurturing, abundant. The unification of mind, body, and spirit. And she trumps. She's trumping all of this. In fact, all of these masculine figures, because we have a king here as well. Because she's major arcana. So it's about this embodied love and power, the divine feminine uprising that flourishes, that can birth through into this reality what they want, what they work towards. It can be birthed. And this real heavy energy of tapping into that feminine space, and that will balance out this masculine push here with the King of Wands. That will also ensure the longevity of whatever you're working on, because we need that balance. We then have here the King of Swords. The Swords is the air element. And so this king has clarity. Like the King of Wands, both strong leaders. But this one's in regards to how they communicate, how they bring through those ideas of the mind. They can be really diplomatic. So you've got great leader potential to be birthed through you. And the word truth wanting to come forward. Your truth. Your truth will really come through with the Empress, because this is connected into that deep soul. But this month, the methodical steps to take, the tending to your garden, is very much in the worldly reality. Actually putting in the hard work in that physical way to build what you want to build. Putting in the man hours, making the things, whatever it may be, however it looks in your reality. It's that physicalness that's wanting to come forwards this month. That's the tending to. But it is linked in regards to what it is that you truly want to create and build. It very much feels like a business owner, like a small business owner kind of vibe coming through here. With all the hats, where you have to be the communicator that, I don't know, deals with all the social media and does the emails and contacts whoever they need to contact. Also needs to be that creative drive, the charisma, the charm, the networker, that push. And also has to embody the soul, the divine feminine. And has to actually bring the creations through, has to birth the creations through into the world. And then the actual physical hard work of actually doing it. So yeah, we've got small business owners type of vibe going here. But if that does not resonate with you, if that's not your reality, then it may be this reading's not for you. Pick another pile. But it may be this reading's for you, and that's just some of you that I am tuning into. Let's see. So we have cannabis with healing. Ooh. Abundance with wild yam, and one that has fallen on the floor that I'm trying to reach. Detox with dandelion. It's an interesting combination to have in regards to what has already come through. Where this is such that push in regards to whatever you're needing to build this month. There is a level of this could also be in regards to your physical health, especially if you were said person that is not a small business owner and it didn't resonate. This Pentacles could definitely be talking about your physical well-being and a journey you've come on so far in regards to your health and the need to continue and to keep pushing forwards to build yourself up, to heal yourself, which can also link into detoxing of what does not serve you, whether that's poor diet or exercise that isn't great for you, or not enough exercise, detoxing those unhealthy habits and ways of being to get abundance, to get a great body, to have great health at the end of it. And in regards to that other ilk, if it is the business owner aspect, I feel like there's going to be healing coming through the process of doing the hard work that may seem like too much and almost like a heavy burden that may feel like, oh, I can't do this. You'll actually find a lot of healing comes through the process, and that it will naturally detox you of what does not serve you, and even those thought patterns that of I can't, or it's too hard, or whatever it is that comes in, because we have the abundance. You can also use any of these, as in plant-wise. With plant allies, they are wonderful beings. You can use them. You can also just call them in energetically to be with you without actually using a substance. Let's see what this card wants to say. Okay, we have portal. Originality, idealism, progression. So this is the progression. This is that push forwards of this, whether it's your body or your business. And if neither of those resonate, could be something else that comes through, or it really, really may not be your reading at this point in time. But there's a portal, a doorway with this abundance that is taking you towards. So this tending to, this continuous hard work from this new moon, especially that bookmark into the next new moon in Virgo, is guiding you towards an entrance, a magical entrance, a doorway, a portal, very, very like uniquely weaved with you and your soul's being, your soul's purpose. That's why the tending is definitely worth doing. More messages, please, for my pile number 2. You're not for everyone. Embrace your weirdness and face your true north. And then, sorry, picking up floor ones. We're going backwards because these fell first. Trust the timing, trust the wave you came in on. And the void. Stop, embrace winter, great cosmic womb. With this, the Empress, that birthing, that fertile space. I really feel like something is being birthed or wants to come through you. So the hard work, the progression is going to come to some like creative idea, some new way of being, some new way of thinking that can only come through this great cosmic womb, that creator space. So it's allowing this, almost allowing this to form. So in the dedication of the hard work, what you're creating is the fertility within this space. Trust the timing, trust the wave you came in on. Time is not running out. And even this part, the embrace the winter. We're pushing forwards here. We're putting in the hard work. But this isn't a rushed thing. This feels like slow and like more confirmed here. Like the energy of this pile feels slower, more methodical. This person is generally depicted as like they're making these pentacles. They're like chipping away. It's not a rushed process. It will be done when it's done, and it will be done when it's perfect. But we have to chip away. We have to continue to put in the hard work and effort. But this isn't a rush. We've got King, Empress, King. You're slowly, methodically working your way to that throne, to that top place of where you want to be. You've got this doorway, you've got that abundance here. So trust in this and just take your time. It will land. You'll get where you're supposed to be. You'll get to that throne, that power point of whatever it is for you, that power stance, when you are supposed to, when it is divinely so. And then you're not for everyone. Embrace your weirdness, face your true north. We do not need to people please. We need to be 100% organically ourselves. That's how we get to our true north. That's how we get to our life purpose. That's how we get to our throne. and knowing you're not for everybody. You can't please everybody. Not everybody will like you. Not everybody will like what you create. Trust in yourself. Trust in your journey. Trust in the process. Any naysayers, let them say nay and just keep on going. Any further advice, guidance, clarity? We have carnelian energy, leadership and creativity. So there is this portal here, this doorway on offer to you. King of Wands there behind it. You truly are stepping into this leadership role through hard work and effort, time and patience. But don't berate yourself. Don't worry that you're not there yet. And the same as if this is that thing, if you're working on like your physical body, if you're working on your health, you want to be stronger, you want to be fitter. It's the same thing. You're not quite there yet, but keep on going. You will get there. That dream body, or if you just want to be able to walk without pain, it's all achievable, it's all doable, Spirit is saying. Just keep chipping away. And then we have fog, obscurity and feeling lost. Trust the timing. Trust this process. Trust that you can't see the throne at the top right now. It's obscured, but it's there. Can't see the doorway, the portal, but it's there. Trust in what you're doing. Trust in the process. You can't see the end goal yet, but trust. The fog will clear. Right now, just keep on walking through it. In a place close to home, there was a gentle bear. Remember kindness. Remember kindness to yourself and kindness and compassion for others. Just be led by your heart. And kindness and compassion. And a shoe. In a place close to home, there was a single shoe. Don't wait for the other to drop. Put the hard work in, put the effort in. Carry on walking with one heel right now. Other ones lost in the fog. You'll find it. You'll get it. You won't be walking with one shoe. It won't feel like such a limp. It won't feel so uncomfortable and inorganic forever. It will all land. And then crystal grid. Create with intent. Focus. Crystal grids are beautiful things to use. You can make yourself a crystal grid with this card coming out. Create it with intent. The intent of helping you with this process, or whatever it is that you may be, the intent of getting to this throne, for the fog to clear, whatever it may be that works best for you. Crystals, obviously, crystal grid, but you can also use, as depicted here, flowers, petals, bits of tree, whatever it is that you want, whatever you are drawn to, whatever works for you. You can get great guides on the internet for free. But yeah, create with intent. Have a little Google if crystal grids is something that you've never done before. But if you're aware of what they are, it could be a recommended point to create one under this new moon and keep it at least till the next one. Right, I will leave this there, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Please leave some comments in the box below, like, share, do all those things that really, really help the channel. We are in that age where all of that stuff matters and makes a difference, and it's all greatly appreciated. All my details are in the description box below if you'd like to reach out for a personalised reading that can dig way more in for you, and I wish you a beautiful new moon. Pile 3, welcome to your reading. If you picked the Black Moonstone or this tarot deck, the Earth Woman Tarot, this will be your reading. So let's see what the tarot has to say for this new moon in Virgo for you. Advice, guidance, clarity, please, for my pile number 3. Okay. I'll just take the top because I only want one more. Okay. So the first card we have here is the Five of Pentacles in reverse, and I did actually notice on that pulling out that we have a fair amount of reverse here. Two queens, particularly in the reverse. So Five of Pentacles is a card about feeling helpless, feeling lost, and being in a position where you don't feel like you can actually move. It's a very, very stuck and like resistant place to be in. A card that is really, really like focused in on feelings of lack of self-worth and this low self-worth, this scarcity mindset, this helpless victim mindset, and like it blocks you. It's blocking that push forwards, it's blocking that onward motion. So there's a lot of discomfort here coming through, and I'm feeling like a lot of sadness. So very much this like doom and gloom energy. But this card, at least in the upright, this rain that's falling, even though it's still in the upright, it's still a card about despair. Those raindrops are tending to those plants, they're feeding them. And in the reverse, obviously, that water is not going to be reaching them. So I'm getting the feeling here very much this like needing to tend to your waters, really needing to tend to your feminine, which is very much true because we've got these two queens in the reverse, and these are both the feminine queens. We've got the Pentacles and the Cups. Pentacles is earth, it's the divine feminine, and Queens, Cups, Queens, the Cups here is the water, the divine feminine. So this is very much like this month, very much attending to your waters, tending to your divine feminine, almost very much a stop. And I felt like an energetic push stop there as I noticed this Hierophant with their hand up. And actually they're doing a peace sign, but from this little distance it just looked like a stop. Because we need to find peace. That will be why. So the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, yes, simple. We always want our queens in the upright. We want them on their throne, in their power. And currently you're not. These three figures alone saying that. But it's what we're guiding you towards. This month it's there. This is part of the journey. But the initial point of call, before we even get over here, is very much going to be this focusing on the divine feminine, tending to your wells, tending to your waters, tending to your soils. We don't need to push that creative thing that you've been meaning to do, or that part for the business, or this or that, whatever that oomph, drive, worldly push. Stop, calm, take a moment, take many a moment, in fact, for yourself, for your soul, for your well-being. This is very much an indication to not push at the moment. It will come. That time and that like re-ignition of that part within you. But right now it's not there, and you need to tend to yourself. This is very much this, like, I just have this feeling of just wanting to hold you, hug you, nurture you. So very much that sort of heart tendering that is needed at this moment in time for you, for your well-being, to rebuild you. What hurt you, my love? Like, why are you so sad? Why do you feel so down and out and like there's no hope? There is a light at the end of the tunnel, and it comes here. Trust me, it's here. It's here. But right now, tending to why You may not feel like that, so sorry, we've got some neighbour doing some sort of horrendous cutting, drilling, and I don't know if you can hear that, but if you can in the background, I do apologise because it's highly frustrating. But getting even that, like that sound, is making me be like, oh no, quiet. Retreat to the quiet. Imbalances comes through with the Queen of Pentacles. Imbalance in your worth. Where you need that glorious love to come in. You need to nurture yourself and stop overextending your energy and stop giving too much. Are you mothering someone else? Are you a mother? In which case, no, I'm not saying stop mothering. Please tend to your children, absolutely. But are you feeling like it's really getting to you? Is it really draining you? Are you really struggling to fill your own cup because of that? How can you give yourself that 5 minutes? Can you give yourself that 5 minutes? Suggestions. We always do find 5 minutes for certain things. I do find this. Do you find 5 minutes to scroll on your phone? Is that detrimental? Could it be better spent 5 minutes just giving yourself a hug, having a little moment? Or is it that actually you need to spend 5 minutes like doom scrolling on your phone just to tap out a bit? We all work in different ways, and sometimes medicine works very differently. There are never rights and wrongs, it's just knowing what will work best for you. And then we have the Queen of Cups in the reverse. And the cups is our water, it's our emotional landscape. Where are you suppressing your emotions? Where are you feeling insecure? Where do you need to take more responsibility for your own emotions and how you're feeling and how you respond to things? It's about being out of touch and suppressing emotions. Insecurities are really ramped up here. Is it that you need to be softer, more vulnerable? There's strength in that. Have you got a wall up around your heart because you've been hurt and it's scary to let someone in? Are you just watering all over the place with no emotional boundaries? And actually, you need a bit more of a container at this moment in time. We're all different, and there'll be many of you here. So there's different elements that can come through here, but just go with the type of bit that resonates the most for you. The main part here is this tending to yourself. Tend to your pain, tend to your ouchies, tend to your heart, tend to your body, tend to your soul. Gently, gently love yourself so that we can get this movement going. So we can believe in ourselves again, believe in our worth, believe in purpose. It's okay to be in the dark space, but let's just make it purposeful. Let's make it a beautiful void space where something can be born from. And what will help is this, the Hierophant. We've got these stepping stones, see? So it's about this movement and it's getting to these keys here. There's keys. And what will get you to these keys, to your unlocking, this unfolding, this new chapter, this shift away from this. Because keys obviously help you open doors. And this card, the Five of Pentacles, although not shown in this card in particular, in tarot it is generally shown as people left outside in the cold. They're in the snow, they're left outside of a door that is locked. And in one deck, the Lightseers deck that I use a lot, someone is looking down and they're so down and out and unable to lift their chin up. They don't even notice the door's there, let alone that the key sat right in front of it. So there's keys to that doorway. We've got to lift the chin up here. But what's actually going to help you with this, with the locating of the keys, with the lifting the chin up, is going to be tradition. This card talks about tradition. It talks about lessons from spiritual leaders, from guides. It can talk about training and formal education. So in very old depictions in Rider-Waite Tarot, back in the old days, this card would very much be that Hierophant would be like the church, say. Going to church and taking guidance and stuff from a priest. We're in a new age. Grown and evolved, and that's not to say if that's what will work for you, wonderful, go to church, absolutely great, love it. But it may not be, but it's finding that church. What is church for you? Is it a mosque? Is it a Buddhist temple? Is it in no way a religious way of being? Is it spiritual? Is your church just nature and going into nature and getting lessons from the trees? There are so many different spiritual guides and mentors that can help you along the way, and this is what's encouraging here. Please be discerning, especially when you're low here. There are a lot of charlatans. There are a lot of people that can guide you wrong. There are a lot of people with far too much ego. So please just be discerning. I've just realised that might be hidden under this flower. I can't actually see my screen. I just need to actually check. Not completely hidden. Where I'm sat, this is hidden. So how much are you hiding yourself away? But this need right now to be, like I said, in that dark space so you can come forward. But this is about nurturing yourself to get you out of it, to move you forwards. But yeah, in this learning, in tapping into divine truth, and whether that comes from old traditional ways or new, it's whatever serves you as a gateway between the source, divine source, spirit, and you, the seeker. Getting through that gateway. This really feels like a turning point for you into a whole new way of being. Because here we have the Eight of Cups. And the Eight of Cups is a card about walking away. It's a card about letting go of what doesn't serve you, releasing what doesn't serve you. Moving that stuck energy that is here. Leaving behind your old reality to pursue a new one. This can come in many forms. It's whatever fits for you. This could be a whole spiritual awakening that's actually taking you down this path, your first doorway, this first opening. With the cups here, there's this potential that is very much in regards to your emotional landscape or a relationship, really leaving a door closed, leaving it behind, saying, I can't, these cups are done. I'm off for new cups now. Off I go. Choosing a journey of greater love, whether that's love for self or a love that you are better deserving of. But that's this beautiful journey for you, pile number 3. But the tending is very much here. Tending to your soul, your well-being. I always say to people when they come to card readings, when I'm asking them to tend to their divine feminine, what is a spa day in a bubble bath? Like, what does that look like to you? Because that may not appeal to everybody. Not everybody likes those things. But that version of that level of self-care, what appeals to you? What does yours look like? How can you tend to yourself? How can you fill up your cup? Some cards, please, for pile number 3. Radiate, yeah. It's wanting you to rise up and be your beautiful self. Bring you from this dark place. out into the light again. You don't need to be in the shadows. You don't need to be in the dark. Lifting that chin up, rising up, stepping forward into the light, my loves. You are the light, my loves. Focus and guidance. This focus on this part. A reconfirming of that. Please focus on your divine feminine. Tending to yourself. This tending to self will, it's like, pick your energy up enough to then assist you in trusting yourself with this part, the Hierophant, the guidance, this lighthouse. Because we need our Queen of Cups in particular, but we need our divine feminine just in general to like rise up and be more active and in tune, to trust ourselves. Also how we have better discernment, also how we don't end up in a cult. So, you know, great idea. Please don't end up in a cult. Turmeric, Brahmi and sage. You can use any of these. They will assist you. Another card, please. For my beautiful pile number 3. Surrender. Yes, my loves, please surrender. Surrender to this process. Letting go, trust and expansion. What needs to be left here in the shadows? What needs to be left here in the dark? What can't come forwards? This 8 of Cups. What are we leaving in those 8 cups? What are we leaving behind? What is it that you're resistant to leave behind at this time? Because there's a resistance there. But the resistance is keeping you trapped. It's feeding into this lack of self-worth, this lack of value, lack of belief. But look, she's being free. She's being free. You will be freed. Some more cards, advice, guidance, clarity, please, for my pile number 3s. All paths lead home. Inner authority, intuition, turn your gaze within. I mean, we're just going to get the confirmations and clarification and further oomph behind what we've already been saying. Trust in this. You're being guided, this figure here. You're being guided to exactly where you're supposed to be. You're being guided home. Do you long for... Hilarious. I was going to say, do you long for home? And the reason is because I have that Welsh word, hirathi. I don't know if I'm saying it right, I'm bad at pronouncing words, tattooed on me. And it's a longing for home. It's a longing for a place of belonging. And then the card came out. That's why I laughed. You can't make this shit up, seriously. Longing for home, homesick for the stars. It's guiding you home. It's guiding you to exactly the place you've always dreamed to be. For that sense of belonging, that sense of love, self-love, partner love. You're being guided to this place of emotional holding. That's exactly what you want, but surrender to this process. Really lean into this so that you can break free of it. Sorry, just... oh, it has to make you chuckle. Has to make you chuckle. Earthworm, butterfly, and then we also have moss agate. Positivity and change. So there's positivity for you. There is change afoot. This was also the crystal for pile number 2. So if you were slightly drawn there also, then I recommend that you go give it a listen. There might be a message there for you too. Earthworm, clarity and rumination. That's this. You're going to gain clarity through the rumination process, through the being in this process, through that allowing, through that tending to self, tending to soul. It's going to lead you home. And it will give you clarity of how to get there. And butterfly, transformation, joy, beauty and transience. Well, butterflies start out caterpillars, but they have to go through that cocoon process, that death process. Oh, sorry, I keep hitting the table. So allow it. Know that right now you're not a caterpillar. You're not yet a butterfly, but you will be. And you got this card. In a place close to home, there was a beautiful key. Unlock your potential. This is going to unlock doorways. It's going to unlock your potential. It's going to unlock that door to where you've always wanted to be, onto that path. Trust in this process. One more card, please, for my pile number 3. Okay. Said 1, but we can go to amethyst and passion flower, violet flame. Transmuting, breaking addictions and nervous system. This tending to the feminine will help your nervous system. That's the point. It will also help with transmuting and breaking free from whatever it is that isn't serving you, that's draining you, that's keeping you trapped. Whether that's states of mind or people, whatever it may be, this will assist. Amethyst is a great, cheap, easy crystal to pick up and powerful. Passion flower is something that you can use also. And then we have Aprophyllite. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I definitely aren't, but that and Alimi. Can't say words, guys. I do apologise. Cleanse, lifestyle choices, detox and nourishment. Ensure you're nourished through this process. Ensure you're detoxing things that don't serve you on a physical way as well, in regards to those lifestyle choices. But this is just those tending to those wells. This is the process. It's cleansing you through. It's detoxing you. That's what helps open doorways. It helps cleanse. They're both about cleansing, breaking addictions, transmuting. This is what will help you get out of that cocoon, chrysalis, and become the butterfly. I hope this helped, guys. Please leave comments, like, share, do all those things. It really, really helps. We are in that day and age where those things are important and really help businesses. If you'd like to reach out for a personalised reading, please do. Details in the description box. I'd love to delve into a personal, deep dive with you. And I wish you a beautiful new moon.